Alright guys, we found an awesome campsite today and I can't wait to show it to you. I mean, look at that view. Snowy mountains, plenty of space. It's gonna be lovely. So before we get started, we're gonna make sure we're in a legal camp spot. So Kev, are we legal?
We're legal. So one of the biggest questions we get is how to find wild camps, and specifically epic camps like this right here. It's a lot of research. Sometimes it's just luck. Google Earth is your friend. All the satellite stuff that you can find on Gaia GPS is a big help as well. This is a spot that we had marked years ago, but I hadn't confirmed that it was legal yet. We just haven't come back to it. And so what I've got here is my Gaia GPS app, and I've got the MVUM layer turned on, so I know the trail number that we're on. And so what I'm just doing is cross-referencing it to the printed MVUM for this district, and we're legal. So there's small dots on the sides of the trails that'll show you where dispersed camping is allowed. You also want to make sure you check the legend on the map, whether it's a hard copy or a PDF download. You can get it from the U.S. Forestry Service website for the forest that you're going to be wheeling in. So it's going to give you what trails are legal, what trails are not, and then it's going to give you any details, anything that's going to be excluded, and then how far off of the road you can actually get to camp. So we're good for tonight though, and it's a perfect spot. Are you ready to set up camp?
Yeah.
Let's do it. As you might know, the past several months have been a huge challenge to our family and the future of this channel. Our full-time travels came to a screeching halt when our best laid plans to have family comforts and adventure with a mobile base camp in the form of a motorhome fell apart. After nearly a year-long battle, we're still no closer to resolution on one of the biggest mistakes of our lives. It's hard to believe that not too long ago we were pitching a tent alongside a glacier in the Arctic and wondering what the future might hold when we return from our adventure. Today, we pitch a tent alongside the Enchanted Rockies Trail, the route that started it all for us, and reflect on where this story began. While we're not completely out of the woods, we are stronger and wiser for the experience, and have found that with a lot of faith, hard work, and perseverance, we can overcome even the most devastating blows to our mission. It's crazy to think that families and individuals alike have driven past this very spot on their own adventure, somehow inspired by the stories we have shared. It's this thought that keeps us going, keeps us focused, and keeps us motivated to encourage others to get out here and find something new or very old within themselves. It's here that the solitude overcomes the static of distraction and allows us to think, to breathe, to reflect on what's most important. What you working on, girl?
I'm making cookies. We call them mud cookies.
Mud cookies?
We will travel many miles. Will we ever see home again? Waves they tower, screams get louder. All I need is your hand in mine.
some rice, zucchini, avocado. Just right.
Daddy, look how much I have left. I have one more bite. The first time make a wish. Hands in. I want to go on top.
Okay.
Riding the wave, caught in the come down. The city lights still burning bright in my head. I'm chasing the crane, lost in that old sound. Thinking about things I've been thinking about, trying to forget. Salt in my eyes, blood in my mouth. Well, luck's got a way of running out to kick a man while he's down. Been digging this grave for how many years now? Hit rock bottom, just keep shoveling the dirt from the ground. Wonder, am I doing what I'm supposed to? Am I making the most of this? Is it the life I chose? Will I ever know? What's left of the cash, dashed in the glove box. Loose change, dollar bills, cheap thrills, and expired ideas. Pictures of you from that photo booth machine. Well, I don't have much to my name, but I've got what I need. When I lay my head down to sleep, I've got you like a reason to dream. Another night out on the road, and you're the reason to come home.
So here's a question for you. When is trash no longer trash? Cleaning up our public land is something we do on a daily basis. But did you know there's a point where the trash becomes an artifact instead? This area looks to be the remains of an old cowboy camp from quite a few years ago, as evident by the heavy walled cans and glass jar. One day, someone may use these clues to determine what life was like for the folks who gathered around this campfire. But these bottles are fair game. We're pretty sure there's no need to study the habits of these folks in the near future. Is it possible that this was the spot where Billy the Kid once camped while hiding from the law? Or maybe a sheriff's posse spent the night here while keeping a lookout on the nearby valley? Let us know your theory in the comments. While we could find no hard set rule as to what constitutes an artifact, generally speaking, if it looks to be over 50 years old and you can't see the remnants of a printed label or sticker, chances are it's an artifact. Leave it where you found it.
Your love is like a holiday, somewhere I can breathe. When I'm scared of who I can't be, you bring me sweet relief. I wanna take you somewhere. It's all I know to do. I need to feel your freedom. Come on, darling, say you will go north through the lights and watch the snow fall. East to the city, we can see it all. South to the ocean, west to the mountains. It doesn't matter where we go, as long as we're together. What we don't know won't stop us now. I'll take you anywhere but here.
When traveling with kids, it's important to maintain a balance between entertainment, creativity, exercise, and, quite honestly, a little bit of boredom to build patience. Caroline had used up her tablet time for the day, and coloring wasn't going so well on the rough trail, so she asked to get out and stretch her legs with a bit of a run.
Thought we were following you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh. Doesn't even clean up her sock, just jams it back in there. Come on. Honestly, we should probably do this, like everybody takes turns. What does that mean?
I think we see some moose I see some footprints in the world. Not footprints, but like paw prints.
Okay. Let's see. Yep. You know what those are?
What?
Cow tracks.
Cow?
So big.
Maybe a moose?
Nope. Cow tracks. There's no moose down here. Good eye, though. Alright. Apparently, she was also practicing her spotting skills as well. I guess she's been paying attention after all. A little spotter.
Uh-huh.
These things?
Yeah.
These are cattle guards, so the cows can't cross, but you can still drive through it. While we like to film a sexy steak or sizzling bacon, the fact of the matter is most of our meals are very simple and inexpensive, like a turkey sandwich. Someone got lucky today, though, and scored the elusive Lunchable.
Caroline's treat.
The kid doesn't love a Lunchable. Oh, we have it.
Turkey. If I can find it. There it is.
Those sunglasses are going to get so many comments.
I'm fine with that. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to wear what I want to wear because I like it.
You go, girl.
That's right.
Go, girl. For what?
Oh my gosh, it looks like a tortilla. Someone hold it for me. I'm going to stand up and eat this.
Don't drop it. You're getting close to dropping it. One other benefit of this little adventure through the New Mexican wilderness was that it gave us the opportunity to test our newly installed long-range automotive fuel tank from Long Range America. On this trip, both our factory and auxiliary tanks were nearly full, so we were carrying approximately 45 gallons of fuel at this point of the ride. We were also carrying a bit more water than we needed in the turtleback, and on top of this, we were aired down to about 14 psi, which made our rear droop considerably low. Why do this for such a short trip? We wanted to put the configuration in a worst case scenario for weight and sag to see how the tank handled the trail. What we found is that while the tank was positioned well within a departure angle, the excessive bounce from our added weight and soft setting on our rear shocks would occasionally allow the tank to drop below the rear differential and axle level. This meant that on occasion the tank would find a high rock and take a hit. The good news is it's built like a tank, no pun intended, and took the impact without issue. After providing our experience and feedback to Long Range, we are happy to report that they will be offering a lower profile, lower capacity tank for those like us who get a bit heavy and crazy at times on the trail. We'll be sharing a full review on this tank system after a bit more runtime, but to date, we've been extremely impressed with the ridiculous range it offers and its very apparent structural integrity. Wow, that was a fun weekend, guys.
It was a good weekend.
That was perfect. Yeah. The weather is just stinking ridiculous. Other than a little wind last night.
But luckily it was only for a little while.
Yeah, it was only
because I remember waking up and being like, oh, the wind's not blowing anymore. That's nice.
Yeah, so for, I guess it was about 2.5 hours, it was whipping pretty good there.
Yeah.
It kept us up a bit, but other than that, I was able to get up early this morning and get some amazing sunrise stuff and just kind of soak in a bit of our favorite regions of New Mexico.
Right.
So, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now it's time to head on back to the old double wide.
Yeah.
Get ready for the next adventure coming to you next week. Hopefully, if I get enough time, Kofa in Arizona, the Kofa Wilderness area.
Are we coming?
Unfortunately, you guys aren't going to make it this time.
Why?
I know it sucks, but we're kind of all over the place right now.
Dad's going to go and scout it for us.
We're going to scout it out. All right, let's get on the road. head back to southeast New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Here we go. Buckle up.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Buckle up, Buttercup. Time to get on the road.
You know it's a recording, right?
On the road. There goes a copyright strike. You only seem like 4 words.
Did it?
Oh, got it.
I'm gonna play my iPad.
No.
You can play the iPad when we get on pavement.
Wait, how long will it take us to get on pavement?
Not long. Probably about 20 minutes. We're almost into Capitan, New Mexico. No fun. Oh, man. Life's rough for a 6-year-old sometimes. isn't it?
Daddy?
Hmm?
You know it's a recording.
I do. I think people probably want to see a little bit of real life stuff. Because we got the credits rolling by, like, oh, thank you to that patron. Thank you to that patron. You guys are awesome. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be out here doing this.
It's true.
So, this has been so good.
And pretty.
Beautiful.
Snow.
Little bit of sketch. A little bit of sketch with it. I enjoyed that. That was
Yeah,
fun.
that was fun.
Yeah. Nothing too out of control.
No, I was gonna say it wasn't too scary.
We didn't travel very far, but
No,
we
we
had fun doing
didn't.
it.
But it's better than not traveling at all.
That's exactly